What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to to the final video anyway that I'll be doing for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 here, of course. It ticks on. We've got more games to play here this year, and yeah, obviously with Vanguard last year I pushed like the extra videos. I didn't do them until like right at the end of the year, right at the end of December, because that was just the best time to do it. But I've managed to squeeze these extra videos in, the 2 Spec Ops videos and the multiplayer video in this video, just before I do a Plague Tale Requiem and God of War Ragnarok as well, of course. So anyway, I'm just going to quickly... This is a quick fire review. I'd like to do this on some games, but I've always done it for Call of Duty pretty much ever since World War II, I believe. Was the first review I did. They're not fully fledged reviews. You can go watch like Angry Joe and other reviewers who give like full in-depth reviews of the games. This is just a quick opinion on the game, and an extra video for the playthrough. Let's be honest. Anyway, yes. So let's start off with Spec Ops. I quite enjoyed it. I like it. There's only 3 at the moment. I'm sure they're going to add some more missions and stuff. I do like it. There is a sense of difficulty. I kind of wish you could do them on your own. I actually, in my videos, managed to do them on my own, but that was only because my whoever my teammate was left. I'd like the option to actually play it on my own, even though I know it's meant for doubles. I feel like, the Spec Ops, though, in the older Modern Warfare games, they were much better when they were old, but they were interesting. I haven't played the 3rd one just yet, but I played the first 2 obviously in the videos, and yeah, they were very much fun. I'd say the Spec Ops is much better than the Modern Warfare 2019 one. I can tell you that, because that one was like pretty much the world of Warzone, pretty much. As I remember, I did like 4 videos. I did one whole recording and then split it into 4 different videos. But I don't know. This one was definitely a lot more enjoyable. I'll rank all of these as well, by the way. I won't really spend too much time on Spec Ops because I didn't really play it that much. I haven't really played it that much. But for the I've only played it in the 2 videos I've done for it. So yeah, it's good. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Honestly, I think it's pretty decent. Moving on to the multiplayer. Now, I really enjoyed Modern Warfare 2019's multiplayer. Like, the last Call of Duty I sunk so many hours into, like, properly's multiplayer, was Black Ops 3, because that was, without hands down, one of my favourite multiplayers in of all time, up there with, like, Overwatch and, well, yeah, those 2 pretty much. If I had to pick multiplayers, those 2 multiplayers I've probably played most in my life. They are just so good. But I really enjoyed Modern Warfare 2019 ones anyway, and this one's very much like it. It's like the maps are good. I've had some good games. I've had some bad games, of course. I had a good and a bad game. 2 decent games actually in the video, but I mean, and good and bad. I won 1, lost 1. But that was quite fun. I quite enjoyed that. Obviously, I do remember in 2019 there was like the 3v3s you could do as well. That doesn't seem to be that in this game, which is okay. But I still quite enjoyed playing the multiplayer here. The unlock system's a bit weird for some of the guns, though. I've got to say it's a little odd that you have to level up another weapon that might not even be related to that gun just to unlock it. It's a bit odd, the unlocking system, and that does seem quite slow and painful, but other than that, though, the actual gameplay of the multiplayer is very fun. The maps are quite fun, and yeah, no, I'd give again. Not going to spend too much time on it. I kind of want to talk about the campaign a bit, because that's the main reason. One of the main reasons why I play Call of Duty is really the main reason why I play Call of Duty. So I'm going to give the multiplayer. I give it a 7, honestly, and I genuinely do give it a 7 out of 10, because it is solid, and it's very much like Modern Warfare 2019, which is kind of what we expected. Anyway, now to move on to what's left of this video is the campaign here. I very much enjoyed this campaign. Can I just say right now here, it was very good for me. With Vanguard last year, if I'm being honest with you, I didn't care for the characters, and I think that was like 99% of the Call of Duty fan base would agree with me there. The Sledgehammer, if I'm being honest with you, they've made 3 Call of Duties and they've slowly gotten worse. I didn't mind the campaign. I thought it was alright last year. It was fun. It had its good moments. But at the moment, both Sledgehammer and Treyarch don't even hold a candle to Infinity Ward right now. especially with their storytelling. I didn't think Cold War was bad. I thought that was decent. I did. It was good filler. I don't know what Treyarch are going to be doing next year for Call of Duty 2023 because it is their turn. But right now, as it seems, Infinity Ward are on top right now, and when they were doing Ghosts and Infinite Warfare, they were very much not on top. Them and Sledgehammer were kind of behind Treyarch, but now it is Infinity Ward, and they are the original. They're the first. They made the first ever Call of Duty, and they've been doing it really well. Modern Warfare 2019 story was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. This was just, I'd say, just as good. I think I gave it a 9 out of 10 in 2019. Don't ask me. It was, don't ask me. I can't exactly remember. I'm pretty sure I did give it a 9 out of 10. The campaign is not. It's toned down a little bit. It's got more of your crazy Call of Duty, like when. I don't want to spoil too much. I'm not going to spoil it. So if you want to click off now, please do. I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay. If you haven't clicked off, then you don't mind for some spoilers. Yeah, I like the bit where Gaz, of course, fell out of the helicopter and he's hanging from a rope. That mission actually, I felt like was a little too long, though, if I'm going to be honest with you, with the whole driving sequence. I think that could have been cut down by at least 8 minutes. I think you could have cut off that because it took me like 30 minutes to complete that mission. The campaign was long as well. It took me 16 parts altogether, which was pretty good. I was really happy with how long it took, to complete here. Obviously, it had similarities to Modern Warfare 2 in the 2009 game. As I said, this game was called Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, but I think they could have called it Call of Duty 2022 since it's set in this year. I think that would have made it a bit better, but yeah, apparently, there will be DLC for the campaign as well, just to let you know there. Obviously, they focused a lot on Soap and Ghost because they weren't in the first one, and Captain Price and Gaz took a little bit more of a backseat in this game, I felt like. Obviously, they focused on Alejandro and Rodolfo as well. That is how you say his name, not Rodolfo, as I think I called him, but it's Rodolfo or Rudy for short, which is a bit easier to say. Graves, I thought, was a pretty decent enemy. I wonder where he was actually in the original. Obviously, he wasn't a character in the original one, but obviously he was part of Shadow Company. I didn't actually realise until after I finished it, but Shadow Company were in the original Modern Warfare. I actually realised that it does say Shadow Company in the original Modern Warfare 2 as well. So they are the same, because I was like in the videos, like, these guys look a lot like the men that Shepard had in the first one. No shit, they're the same guys. But yeah, no, I thought Graves was his turn was a bit like, oh no, what are you doing, man? But at the end of the day, he is a mercenary, so it makes sense. But I did really enjoy it. Obviously, Shepard's betrayal obviously didn't end off, and I think in the original game was a little bit more sincere, since, well, he killed two characters. He killed Roach and Ghost. I don't know if Roach will ever appear in this. We actually never got to see his face. I think his name's Gray Anderson. I think is Gray Roach Anderson. So I don't know if Roach will be in Modern Warfare 3. We know Makarov will be. Of course, there was that cutscene at the end that I actually didn't put in my video. It didn't come up with it for some reason when I finished the campaign, or I may have skipped it on accident. I actually don't know. But yeah, no, I quite enjoyed. I really did enjoy this year's Call of Duty campaign, much better than last ones. And to think, Sledgehammer's people above, like do you remember their conference? They pretty much said, right, we haven't seen any memorable characters of late in the Call of Duty franchise. I'm just thinking, like, the previous Cold War had Woods, Ghost, Hudson, three very big names in the Call of Duty franchise, and then the year before we had Modern Warfare 2019. You have Captain Price and Gaz. What? No. I didn't really quite understand what Sledgehammer were trying to do there, and they wanted to continue. They want to continue those characters with Vanguard, but I don't think there's going to be a Vanguard. So I think they need to step away from the World War II games. They've made 2 now, and they've been. I mean, let's be honest here. World War II was the better one out of them. As I said, I think they've slowly gotten worse. Sledgehammer. So they do need to realise that, but. Overall, very good campaign. I very much enjoyed it. There was a lot of good missions in it. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Not as good as 2019's, but still pretty solid. So, yeah. I'm going to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. And, yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Alright, bye.